Assalamualaikum students. Today's topic is unit number 6, which is a poem in spite of war. Today we will do reading plus glossary of the text, glossary of the unit, class 10 subject English. Now coming to unit number 6, the title of the poem is In Spite of War. In spite of war, despite of war. Jang ke bawajood. Now coming to the background of the poem. So In Spite of War has been composed by American poetess called Angela Morgan. She lived during both of the world wars. So this poem is about it. This is an optimistic poem. It is an inspirational poem. She encourages the readers to look at the beauty around them rather than focus on the negative aspects of their lives. So this is an optimistic story, optimistic poem. Now coming to verses of the poem. In spite of war, in spite of death, in spite of all man's sufferings, something within me laughs and sings, and I must praise with all my breath. So, the first stanza of the poem is about in spite of war, in spite of death. So, in spite of war, in spite of death, whether there is war, whether there is deaths, in spite of all man's sufferings, all man's problems, sufferings, something within me laughs and sings. So, in spite of all troubles around us, there is something in us which laughs and sings. There is a hope in within our minds and in our souls, and it must praise with all my breath, and it prays with open heart, and I praise it with open heart. With all my breath, I praise it with open heart. So the first stanza is about दैट जंग के बावजूद, मौत के बावजूद, इंसानों की तमाम मुश्किलात के बावजूद मेरे अंदर कोई एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो हंसती और गाती है और मुझे खुले दिल पर इसकी तारीफ़ करने पर मजबूर करती है. नाउ कमिंग टू सेकेंड stanza. In spite of war, in spite of hate, lilacs are blooming at my gate, tulips are tripping down the path, in spite of war, in spite of wrath. In spite of war, in spite of hate, in spite of war and in spite of hatred, lilacs, the name of the flower, lilacs are blooming at my gate. Lilacs are growing at my gate. Tulips are tripping down. Tripping down means here the poetess has used personification. What is personification? Personification is when you attribute human qualities to non-living things. It is called personification. So the poetess has beautifully used personification over here. Tulips are tripping down the path. Tripping down, moving down or walking down the path. So tulips are tripping down the path. In spite of war, in spite of wrath. Wrath means extreme anger, rage. So in this stanza, the poetess says that in spite of all the hate and war, lilacs are still blooming. There is a positive thing which is happening in the nature. Lilacs are blooming at my gate. Tulips are tripping down the path. There are number of tulips around the path. In spite of war, in spite of wrath. Now coming to the third stanza. Courage. The morning glory saith, rejoice, the daisy murmureth, and just to live is to divine, when pansies lift their eyes to mine. Courage, the morning glory saith. The morning glory, the beauty of the morning. Saith, say, the beauty of the morning, say that be courageous. Rejoice, the daisy murmureth. The daisies murmureth. Murmureth means when the daisies are saying something softly. So this is called murmureth. So the daisies say, rejoice, be happy. And just to live is so divine. And just to living is, in this situation, is heavenly. Just to live in a war situation, in trouble, is just heavenly. When pansies lift their eyes to mine, when pansies lift their eyes to mine, again this is in this verse the personification has been used. When pansies lift their eyes to mine, when pansies looked into my eyes. So the personification is used very beautifully over here. So in this stanza, the message is conveyed is that you have to be very positive about your surroundings in spite of all the distraction. Now coming to next stanza, the clouds are romping with the sea and flashing waves call back to me that naught is real but what is fair, that everywhere and everywhere a glory lived through despair. In this stanza, there is a description of war situation. The clouds are romping with the sea. The clouds are romping with the sea. The clouds are romping. Romping means playing lively, energetically. The clouds are playing energetically with the sea. And flashing waves call back to me. And flashing waves call back to me. They are calling back to me. That not is real, but what is real? That everywhere and everywhere. That not, nothing is real. But what is fair? That everywhere and everywhere. The thing which is fair, you can see it everywhere. Nothing is real, nothing is eternal. So the eternal thing is the beauty, the positivity of the environment. A glory lived through despair, and the glory, the beauty and the despair lived together. मायूसी और खुशी एक साथ, खूबसूरती एक साथ रहते हैं. Now coming to the Urdu description of the verse. बादल समंदर के साथ खेलते हैं और चमकते हुए मौजें मुझे पुकारती हैं. कोई भी चीज़ हकीकी नहीं है, लेकिन जो चीज़ हसीन है वही हकीकी है. मायूसी के साथ खुशी भी रहती है. Now coming to next stanza. Through guns may roar and cannon boom, roses are born and gardens bloom. My spirit still may light its flame at that same torch when poppy came. Whence poppy came. In this stanza, the poetess described the cannons and the roaring of cannons and guns. So in war situation, there is always the roaring of cannons and guns. So in this situation, roses are born and gardens bloom. In this very situation, roses also born and gardens also bloom. My spirit still may light its flame. My spirit still spark a hope in it. There is a spark, there is a hope in my spirit. Spirit मेरी रूह में अब भी एक शोला जलता है. At that same torch whence poppy came, जहाँ से और इसी शोले से और इसी रोशनी से poppies, the name of the flowers, फूल वहीं से आते हैं. अगर बंदूक गरजे और तोपों की आवाज़ें आती हैं, गुलाब फिर भी पैदा होते हैं और बागों में फूल खिलते हैं. मेरी रूह शायद अब भी शोला एक उम्मीद पैदा करती है और उसी उम्मीद से ये सारे फूल खिलते हैं. Where morning's altar whitely burns, where morning's altar whitely burns, lilies may lift their silver urns in spite of war and in spite of shame. Morning's altar means कुर्बानगाह, a place of slaughter. सुबह की कुर्बानगाह. Whitely burns means white lights. Whitely, a white color, burns light. Lilies may lift their silver urns. Urns means a jar of decoration, a beautiful jar for decoration, in spite of war and in spite of shame. जब सुबह की कुर्बानगाहों में सफ़ेद रोशनी चमकती है तो शायद फूल अपनी चांदी जैसे गुलदान उठाते हैं, और जंग के बावजूद और शेम के बावजूद. And in my ear a whispering breathe, wake from the nightmare, look and see that life is not but ecstasy, in spite of war, in spite of death. So in the last stanza, the poet is described, and in my ear a whispering breathe. In my ear a whispering breathe, there is a soft voice coming into my ears. मेरे कानों में एक सरगोशी सांस लेती है. Wake from the nightmare frightening dreams. डरावना ख्वाब, look and see. Wake from the nightmare, look and see डरावने ख्वाब से बेदार होते हैं। लुक एंड सी दैट लाइफ इज़ नॉट जिंदगी, लाइफ इज़ नॉट बट एक्सटेसी, जिंदगी कुछ भी नहीं है सिवाय एक वजद के, ब्लिस। इट इज़ द इमोशनल और यू कैन से a spiritual thing in spite of war and in spite of death. So after reading this poem we can get the point that the poetess says that in spite of war, death, sufferings, life is going on as usual. The presence of beauty in the form of roses, lilacs and many flowers encourages us to bear the sufferings in life happily. It is the presence of beauty which make us hopeful about the bright future of life. So it was a poem in spite of war written by Angela Morgan, and it is the tone of the poem is optimistic one. Now coming to glossary. Lilacs. A Eurasian scrub or small tree of the olive family which has fragrant violet, pink or white blossoms and is a popular garden ornamental. So lilacs are flowers and they are in violet, pink and white blossoms. Urns means a jar of decoration, tall round vase with a stem and base. Tripping. Tripping. Catch one's foot on something and stumble or fall. Tripping. Catch one foot or stumble. Ladkhadana. Murmurat, softly spoken or almost inaudible utterance. Very softly spoken, something which is not very audible. Pansies, a plant possessing a distinctive purple tint. Tint, purple color. Flowers which have purple color. Altar, a table or flat-topped block used as the focus for a religious ritual, especially for making sacrifices or offerings. Wrath, extreme anger. Ecstasy, an overwhelming feeling of great happiness or joyful excitement. Romping, romping means play roughly and energetically. Now coming to activity, learn your glossary.